how to do pronunciation of the vowels and the letters in Spanish. So first of all, Spanish is very different than English, and here are the four main clues. Every time you see a double L, like the word lluvia, Vallarta, double L makes a Y sound, just like yellow. So lluvia means rain, and it's spelled with two L's in a row. The next difference is the enya, N with a wiggly wave above it. We all know that letter. It's always coming paired with a vowel. So enya with an O, with an E, with an I. Think about the words niño, niña, niños. Those words, boy, girl, and children, are a great example of how the enya is used. Also, a very, very common word is año. Año means year. So never say ano. Ano means that body part we don't want to talk about. When you have to say to somebody happy birthday, it's feliz cumpleaños. So año, niño, niña. See my mouth move? Do you hear the nia sound? Enya, año, niña, niños. That's what we do with the enya. Next is the letter E. E always in Spanish makes a sound like E like echo, E like Eduardo. So I know in English it could be all kinds of different other sounds, but just remember when you see a Spanish word, when you have to say a Spanish word, every time you hear E, it's always before or after a letter. Very seldom you're going to have an EI or EE together. So it's always a E. So traer, comer, dejar, llevar. E, like Eduardo. The next vowel is the I. I always make a sound like India. Say it out loud with me. India. So ir, venir, pedir, conseguir, descubrir, abrir. You see the pattern? It's a E sound. Quite often you're gonna have an E and an A paired together, like the words traer. Let me think about another word. Okay, drawing a blank right now out of all the possible words. So EA would always make an A. It's not a E, it's not a not a E, it's a. Traer. Do you notice how my E is really long and then there's an A? That's what we do with this combination. The letter C can actually make a C sound like cerrar, to close, or it can make a K sound like casa. The word cerrar, to close, it's a prime example because it's spelled with two C's and one of them functions as a C, one functions as a K. There's really no way of knowing except learning some letters by learning some words by heart. So casa, cerveza, we all know those words. Playa del Carmen, for example. Carmen is spelled with a C. There's really no way of saying, of knowing for sure. There's no like guideline. It's something that comes with experience. When you live here, when you stay here for longer months, you naturally absorb that from our environments. And if you don't live in Mexico more than, a week or a month at a time, then you'll just make a few mistakes until you finally get it. The letter K, also the same thing. K makes a kilo sound. K is always a K. Kilo. Another letter is J. J like Jeep. That letter in Spanish, in Mexico, makes a J sound. Dejar, jugar, jugo, juego. If you have a problem saying that J, you could just try replacing it with an H. many North Americans, Canadians, that's what works best for you. So, jugar, jugo, dejar, okay? If it doesn't work for you, in doubt, always replace the J with an H. That's a really good fix. It would work. Another letter that has two possible sounds is the G. G like golf. Could be gato, which is a cat. So you hear the ga, or jugo. Jugo is juice. J-O-G-O, jugo, and gu. So it makes a g sound. Gato, jugo. It could make a ch sound, very similar to the J. Most newcomers, they don't really read any emails here. If you're not in a position when you have to learn how to read and write really quickly, then just put an emphasis on the sound, and that would be sufficient. Because when people speak, you don't actually see how we spell the word. You hear the word, but you don't see little letters flying out of my mouth. So it doesn't matter how you spell it. The letter X has very few words in Spanish with it. So OXO is one of them. We all know the OXOs. And